Hello my friends, and welcome back to our blind let's play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All. My name is FlightlessBird, and this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we're starting episode 3, Turnabout Big Top, in the second game in the Ace Attorney trilogy. Now, I had a couple people in the comment section who tried to warn me about this episode, saying, oh, this is like one of the worst episodes in the series. And then I've had a couple who said, hey, this was a great episode, I loved it. So what I would ask of you is, as we go through these games, just remember one thing, and that is that we play games to have fun. We play games to enjoy each other's company, and that includes the good and the bad and everything in between. But at the end of the day, let's always try to be optimistic and find the fun in what we're doing. So even if we look at this at the end of the day and say, you know what, this is one of the weaker cases, or even, hey, you know what, this is one of the best cases, who cares? Let's just have fun, let's enjoy each other, and let's laugh while trying to solve a murder? I mean, almost all the cases have been murders, right? So yeah, trying to solve murder. All right, well, let's get started without any more delay. Let's jump right into it. By the way, I'm so grateful you all are here. Before we start the next trial, I want to go back and replay through the entire last segment, which took about 10 minutes or so in order to get to this point. Because even though I've already have recorded the next episode, or the part that's going to come right after this, I really want to see what the dialogue was here at the end. So I just don't think I can just continue on without rewinding a little to get this little bit of snippet of dialogue. Oh, the dots. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Crying Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? Oh, the dots. The Branch family. My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I could see that. All the dots. Huh? Did Maya just say something now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Aw, she secretly knew all along. Let me know if that is necessary in order to get, like, a better ending. I don't know if there are multiple endings in this game. But like I said, I recorded the next episode before I'm recording this part, which means if I need to go back and replay the last part, let me know sooner than later so I can do so. Well, let's get into episode 3 now, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. Well, that's definitely not me. Your flightless bird over here does not fly. Ooh, look at this. The world's greatest magician, the one, the only, Maximilian Galactica! Yep, that's definitely not me. I'm getting Sailor Moon vibes right now. Did she just fall to her death? Huh? December 26th. Oh, a day after Christmas. And what is that? 21 days from now or 20 days from now, when this episode goes live. 8:12 p.m. Very Big Circus. Instead of Merry Big Circus because it's December 26th. I like that. That's really clever. Circus entrance. Aww. See, how bad can this episode be? I mean, we got Pearl starting us off. And listen to this new music. It sounds so good. You know, the opening part of it almost reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. Aw, we're taking Pearls to the circus. How cool is that? I wonder if Maya's here too. Of course she's got to be here. I mean, you can only imagine what Pearl's life is like right now. Her mother, who was everything to her, you know, ended up being, you know, put into prison. Yeah? Hey, that was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, and an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a, never mind. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Uh-huh. What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. You know, if there's a magician, there's going to be a lot of squirreliness in this trial. Because, you know, there's... I'm just thinking of the magician trial in the Danganronpa game. And how complicated that trial was. Hopefully that's not like this. Because that was way too complicated for my brain. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick? Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick with Pearls because that's what Phoenix calls her. And it just rolls off the tongue easier. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurain Village. And it was during that trying time I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. Alright. It's time to go. You're right. We can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remember the train? Of course I did. Aw, look at that. I love when Pearls is happy. She just makes me happy too. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You are going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you will get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Aww. But Pearly, look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Happy New Year, Pearls. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Aw, look at that face. She's so adorable. December 28th, 9:12 a.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Well, today wraps it up for the year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Aw, I like that. I like that theme. I was about to dance to that. Hello, this is the Wright and Company Law Offices. Nick, it's terrible. Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office. What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now, let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus? That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder? Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Oh man, I'm starting to get the Steel Samurai vibes right now. Max! Yep. They arrested Max Galactica! Yep, that's exactly what I'm getting vibes about. But I love that case, so hopefully I love this case too. Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Wait, whoa. Why are we involved? Huh? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Well, wait a second. I never said anything about this. Oh boy, Maya's getting us into more trouble, isn't she? There's a giant building outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, I had been a normal business class hotel. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. I wouldn't mind his help cleaning this place up. A poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe. Maya went out and bought it right away. She's a sucker for all things Steel Samurai. I hear they're even giving the new guy his own movie. I just know Maya's going to drag me out to see it with her. Aww. Difficult-looking legal books stand in front of a formidable row. They mocked me. I wouldn't mind dumping some of these off at the used bookstore, but that might not be such a good idea. My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's unusually clean. And you said your office was messy. What's up with that? Do we have... Okay, so we do have some things here. We have our attorney badge, and we still have Maya's Magatama. So I guess we're gonna keep this all throughout the game, maybe the series. Maya Fei, age 18, my assistant and a disciple in the Korean tradition of spirit channeling. It's good to see we're calling her our assistant again. Detention Center. December 28th, 11:19 a.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Has such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Oh, hello. Welcome to the visitors room. It's Max, Nick. Look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica. All right, sweetie. Pick a card, any card. He called me sweetie. Nick. Wait a second, what happened to me? Oh, you never, hello? Aha, time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card. This one. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. And the Ace of Hearts. He got it, Nick, look, he got it. What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valuable possessions. Oh my god, this guy's such a con artist. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts! Max! Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. I really don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are! Oh, how silly of me! You must be Sweetie's driver! Her driver? First off, I don't even think I have a license yet, so I'm definitely not her driver. Secondly, why am I her driver? Whatever, hurry up and pick a card, any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitors room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. You're everyone's biggest fan, apparently. First it was Steel Samurai, now it's Maximilian, what's this guy's name? Oh, just Max, I guess. A fabulous magician, famed for his aerial illusions, accused of murder. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. All the dots? Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. Oh, the dots? What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Maybe the Coffee Queen is around with her lunches. Sweetie, drop the porcupine head over there. And shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Wait a second. Whatever happened to me? Whatever happened to your special friend? I can see why people don't like this case. Because you got a guy moving in on our girl, and that's just not acceptable. Absolutely. It's totally unacceptable, but it is fabulous. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Smile, you're on candid camera. Max keeps seeking glances up at the security camera on the wall. I wonder if he is still trying to be a star. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet, you could forget he was even there. You know, if he wasn't watching everything. He's pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. All right, let's show our badge. What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He doesn't waste his time. Max, you're... Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little anxious, I think. What about this? Fabulous! You'd like me to sign this for you? Okay, that's his line when we don't know something. So, what would you like to come up on stage with me sometime? Oh, really? Is that okay? I'll bring you up on stage as a volunteer from the audience. Really? I'll give you something before the show, and then on stage, you'll sneak it to me. Wait a second. He's planting in the audience to rig a magic trick. Yep, that's how the best do it. Do you mind taking a look at this? I guess I have no choice, but really, is this the proper time or place for this? He signed his own photo. Nick, you mind giving that to me when the case is over? Oh dear God, this guy is something else. All right, Max Galactica. Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic. That would make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, porcupine head. You better get it straight. Oh, jeez. People nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch for nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed, and it was fabulous! I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes I am the most fabulous of fabulous world magicians. What is with people saying words that begin with F recently? First we had the foolishly fool of On Karma, and now we had a fabulous of Max. Good God. There was a trophy and a bus, and what is a fab? I mean, it was an amazing day. He didn't say fabulous. That's weird. Wow, that's incredible. Oh, isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. Tell me about the very big circus. I get it now, it's supposed to be very big circus, but because it happened in Christmas time, I think it could also be a pun on Merry Big Circus. That's what I'm going with. You are assigned to an exclusive contract with the very big circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous. You have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? Ah, that's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Yes. I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. But I kind of like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down now, aw. So what happened? Why am I here? Tell me about what happened at the Very Big Circus. Ah, well, last night, the ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over to the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster who was murdered. And I saw him last evening in his room. So then, why were you arrested? Well, arrested? Ha! Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on the matters, you know, that's all. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. Nope, he definitely does not. She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Meeting with Russell. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Your salary? I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes, I do. Well, that's all. I mean, that's all you talked about? Of course! It was a fabulous chat. Oh, we got his... Whoa, that is a tightly guarded secret. Just fabulous. I mean, arg! Now he's got me saying it. It's like, Eenie, or Meanie, or Miney, whatever, sister. Yeah, with her like statements. So there's 3 locks. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Oh, the ducks. Well, anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder. Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica! So? I just love that response. Yeah, so? I'm the very big star of the Very Big Circus. And that means? I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Oh, the dots. Max. Quit joking around. You got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke, you know. Oh, the exclamative dots! Look at Max, he's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. I mean, this is serious business. Yes? Porcube, I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please help me! I didn't kill nobody! Aw, wow, he sure switched on a dime. He does have a lot of money, too. You know, I really hope, I don't know if they're gonna do this or not, but I really hope in a case during this trilogy, we get a case where the person we're defending actually did do it. I think that would, I don't know how that would work as far as storytelling goes, but I think flipping things on the head could be very interesting as far as a, like I said, a storytelling device goes. Please help me! I didn't kill nobody! And by the way, please don't say in the comments if there is a case like that or if there isn't, because that would spoil, you know, it would spoil the fact that our people will always be innocent, you know? I like to go in not knowing if they did it or not. Did it kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane! I could never! Max, I swear! I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt! He's back on the farm! Okay. Oh, I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you, Aunt. You're so nice, folks! Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Johns! Oh, the dots? Billy Bob Johns. What a name. That is an amazing name. I wish I had a name like Billy Bob Johns. Like, that's awesome. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin? All the dots. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? What? How do you got it right again? What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valuable possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? All right, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Oh God, now he's got her doing it. Well, at least we got her on our side again. That's always nice. Let's move out. Going to the circus? Actually, let's go back to our law firm first. December 28th, Wright and Company Law Offices. Oh, Maya's very sad. All right, we got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. Huh? What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was Country Bumpkin? Aww. What's wrong with being a country bumpkin, Maya? Come on, don't judge. Alright, nothing to examine. Let's talk. So, now what do we do? Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. We still don't even know what happened in the first place. Do you have any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. I could have sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. Well, that's true. Just a minute. You don't have a clue what happened. All right. Well, your badge is still shiny. Barely. It may be short, a bit of wear, but I try to take good care of this thing. You sure do love to show that off, don't you, Nick? Who knows how many times you have shown it to me? She's right. I whip it out at the drop of a hat. Except that one time where I didn't whip it out when I needed to whip it out, and because of that I got stuck for like 10 minutes. But we're gonna ignore that, right? This is kind of pointless, don't you think? If it's that pointless, then you don't have to worry about showing it to me. When she's right, she's right. I don't think it's pointless. Once you start channeling spirits, they say you lose sight of who you actually are. Do you really believe that? Not really, but just in case, I plan to write my autobiography. Your autobiography? All the dots. What's the matter? You've been acting strange for a while now. Max, he's just some country bumpkin. So, what does that matter? He's still a famous magician, right? I guess, but his real name is Billy Bob Johns. Yikes, the poor guy's got 3 first names. I guess that's pretty odd. There's nothing odd about that. Oh well, if a big star can do it, then you should pretend to be exact too, Nick. A big star. Max Galactica is a pretty big name. Anyways, what do you think about Naruhodo a Raito? Oh my gosh. No? What's the A stand for? The A stands for attorney. Oh, think about it. Naruhodo a Raito. Now I've been playing Shin Megami Tensei 4, and your character gets the name, was it Nabuino? So I don't know if those are similar or not, they just sound similar. But it made me think of it. Okay, let's go to the circus. December 28th, the Berry Big Circus entrance. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime scene, the crime. Blah. So police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's examine. The Berry Big Top is so very, but, enormous. Yep, one look at the huge set lumen over you, and you realize that this is the circus. I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? It does. I want to go to the circus. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks. Not to mention candy and popcorn. They even got snow cones. Oh god, I want a snow cone now. But I can't because I've been doing dieting and I can't ruin my diet. It's been really hard, let me tell you. The diet during Halloween, Thanksgiving, and upcoming Christmas. But at the same time, I've lost about 26 pounds in about a month and a half. So I can't stop doing it. I like to say, you know, dieting right now is so that I can sacrifice the holidays this year for the holidays next year and the many years after. You know? Because I plan on being with you guys for a long time, hopefully. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? I love you guys so very much, seriously. #1 comedian on all of YouTube. I know I say it a lot because it is true. Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up all around here. Oh, look at that smile. Yay! Wait a second! There's no syrup, though! I want syrup! Yeah, that's the best thing. My favorite is grape, by the way. I love grape. And actually, that's one of the nice things, is they sell grape-flavored water. And that's basically my treat that I give myself. I mean, it's water, so it's not unhealthy, but I love grape taste. Alright, let's look at the giant sign here. Look! It's Max! Oh man, when I think about It's Max, I just suddenly got the word It's Max from the Doctor Who episode with the Titanic. Whenever someone says his name, Max, you know he's got that shiny tooth glinter. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I love Doctor Who, what can I say? Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Berry Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well be Cirque du Galactica. The Circus of Galacticus? The stars in his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I got a marker. Nah, it's alright. Aw, come on, Nick. Nick, the entrance is right here. Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dolly the elephant. Oh, I want to see Dolly the elephant. I hope they got penguins here. There's no Dolly, not today. I know that too. Oh well, I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. It's not like we're here on the business or anything. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. How could you forget a program? So then, why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet. All the dots. Oh no, I'm not buying you a. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already. You know, I never do that to you, Nick. The store must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all of the stars stay at the lodging house. Man, I wonder how many crazy style characters we're going to meet. I mean, look at this guy. This guy already looks insane. I love the green feather. It's like you got a bright green feather with this bright pink magenta hair and the purple robe with the white rose. I mean, and the white gloves, let's not forget. He is just styling. The streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? You're right. I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up at the top. I don't think that was why. Alright, so we've looked at everything. Or at least I think we have. Let me double check. Yep, okay. Time to move in. So we got the lodging house plaza and the big top. Let's go to the lodging house first. December 28th, lodging house plaza. I just realized I went right, and I always like to say left is right. So why did I go right? I don't know. I wasn't thinking about the time. Yeah, lodging house plaza, December 28th. There seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into the Stoogie Clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Okay, who are you? Oh! Hey! Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Well, how is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I had to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion team in the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Yeah, left is always right apparently for murders. Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Yeah, exactly. Let's look around first. Where's the music app, by the way? It's so weird. You hear the birds chirping, but that's it. There's some evidence under the tarp over there. Hey, I'll watch it, pal. The killer is behind that tarp. Ah! Ho, ho, ho! Gotcha! I was just kidding. Ho, 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 ho! So too many hoes for Santa Claus, Gumshoe. Let's see, what else we got here? This year, I finally won an air conditioner. What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? And what do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? I can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky. Won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get enough paid for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. Aww. I swear the prosecutors have killed that guy's salary too much. The safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long. So they should have been on at the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light? How strange. How strange indeed. Alright. So, nothing else here. Oh. This is the only place that the snow hasn't been trounced upon. The murderer was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over. Ah, no. We are the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Oh dear God, don't tell me she's on the case. Thank God there was all the snow around to bring down the swelling. You know that's not cool. Shouldn't do that to poor Gumshoe. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. It's also great to know that they're not worried about Detective Gumshoe's well-being, or the fact you got a psychopath walking around with a whip and destroying everyone in sight. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Gumshoe here. Tomorrow's trial. Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Why, of course, it will be Miss Von Karma. Oh, she's gonna hit me with a whip again, is she? Ah, what do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Well, like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. Yeah. You know, Nick's true rival, my little Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does it mean Mr. Edgeworth says he's around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? What happened to Edgeworth? Nick. What happened to Edgeworth? What happened here, too? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep. Last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. It's a pretty sad way to go out, if you ask me, pal. All the dots. It was rather cold. Well, this is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you are standing now. Ah! Ho ho ho! Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? Well, he was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yeep. It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. Yeah, I mean, he was discovered pretty quickly. But there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. Something unusual? Something unusual? God, I don't know the song, but I got the song stuck in my head, but I don't know the song. Ah! What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Ah, the footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Huh. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensic experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. There's only one set. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is, all the dots. The killer's footprints aren't there. Yeah. Bingo! So basically what you're saying is someone who was flying did the crime. Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there is no way the killer committed this crime while flying. Flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Huh. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Oh, the questionable dots. Better stated. It means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Crime photo added to the court record. A picture of the crime scene. Could someone have dropped something on his head, like, up here? I mean, we can't examine this, but it definitely looks like a railing up there. Present. Come on, you flashed the badge at me so many times, it doesn't work anymore. I know, I just like to do it. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and again? Well, I do have a steel samurai badge with me. How about that one? Oh, that's adorable. I want one. I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a steel samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear that Detective Gumshoe has a very badge. Oh, God. Oh, the dots. Ah, what? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. Okay, nothing here. What does he say? I'm sorry. You know, I can't tell you anything about the evidence we have gathered. Stingy. Stingy? When you put it so bluntly, kinda hurts my feelings, pal. Aw. But yet you gave me a picture, so that's kind of weird. Being a spirit medium is quite an accomplishment. And you're so young, too. That's really something. Actually, I've been thinking of taking a break from channeling. Really? I don't want to have another incident like last time. I don't blame you. Oh, she's back. Ah, looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. That's true. Ah, it's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the crime scene, at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have a very classy decorative element. Okay, silk hat added to court record. Made to order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness. Found at the crime scene. Max is a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. Well, that's what he said. Who said? Ah, the eyewitness. Oh, there was a witness. Eh? So tell us about the witness. Oh, the dots. I'm making a really strange, tired-looking face here. Are you sure you weren't born looking like that? I wish I was more lively. You're not more lively? Of course you're lively. Right now, I'm just tired. Well, there's not much you can do about that, so you just gotta keep on being tired. You're right. Glad I stayed out of that one. You're going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal. Cracks? Wait, you don't mean cracks of the... yep. Cracks of the whip. Great. So I love how he says he can't give us evidence, but yet he gives us evidence. Who's the eyewitness? Something about the eyewitness. Ho ho ho, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh well. Oh, the dots. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Oh, the dots? Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. Oh, excellent. All right, so we know what we're gonna do. My friends, my name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and this is our blind Let's Play. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All. Game number 2 in the Ace Attorney trilogies. I love you all so very much. Thank you for everything, and until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. and you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.